Hi guys, it's David Cumpston here at Landis Communications, and for this blog post I wanted to talk to you about the different kinds of mediums that are available these days for you to get your story told. We work obviously with all of them, and there's a different way to have your story broadcast depending on the medium and the story that you're telling. So here we go. The first would be the print daily. Now obviously papers like the Chronicle are a standard in our industry, but there's fewer opportunities these days because there's less ink simply available, and reporters' beats are actually being consolidated, so it's tough to really get the ear of a reporter that you really need for a print story. If that's the case, don't forget that the online versions of these print dailies is a really good option and increasingly more popular. There's usually the same reporters that are covering the stories, so they have more bandwidth and more ink, if you will. And the digital subscriptions these days that are replacing traditional newspaper subscriptions are really offering a lot more value than they used to. So consider this as your best option if you need a print version of a coverage. When it comes to broadcast television, it's watched more by Gen X and baby boomers these days than for millennials. So if you have a story that needs to be told to a younger audience, don't necessarily think that broadcast is going to be your best and first option. When it comes to radio, it's all about the soundbite from an audio perspective, and drive time is really when you want to get your story told. So if you have the chance to tell a reporter to get your news out either during the morning or afternoon drive times, that's going to have more of a general audience listening to what you have to say. When it comes to podcast, they're the fastest growing medium these days, and they're really eclipsing radio. The traditional radio outlets are not as popular as they used to be. And the audiences for podcasts are more targeted as well. So if you have a specific pitch, you can get it to a specific audience from people who actually subscribe to those podcasts. Blogs as well is another option these days on the online world. It gives more opportunity for a long-form discussion on a wide range of topics. You can find a blog on just about anything these days. And people who subscribe to those blogs are those who are actively seeking specific information that you're looking to share. So this could be a really great opportunity for you to engage with the blogging audience. Last but not least would be social media. Now, of course, there's a black hole of social media availability out there, but use it to your advantage and see which options are going to be right for you and what's right for your story. For example, if you're launching a product and you want to get some user engagement on the announcement, Facebook might be your way to go. However, if it's a very visual product, Instagram might be better, and although you don't get that social engagement on Instagram, it still is a way to really showcase your product or service visually. So that's all we have for today. If you have any questions, my Twitter account is David Cumpston, and feel free to leave a comment below as well.